Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Monday Motivation. Today we are going to be talking about staying present and in the moment so that you can receive the blessings that have been put in front of you. So today I always like to, as always, talk through my passion planner. And last week was actually a really interesting week because something really pretty interesting happened to me last week that was exactly on what the quote from my passion planner was. So I wanted to talk to you guys about what it said. If you are in last week's passion planner, March 6th through the 12th, it says, "You must live in the present, launch yourself on every wave, find your eternity in each moment." Henry David Thoreau. This week, challenge yourself to be completely present in every moment. Put away your smartphone, be more attentive to your surroundings, and immerse yourself in the company of those around you. And I really want to talk to you guys about doing that this week. So I know as much as you guys know that we all get really wrapped up into our cell phones. And if you're like me, it's so easy to fall into, especially if you're bored. There's social media happening. There may be emails, especially if you run your own business. There's different things that are going on that you really need to be attentive to, and they are important to your business. However, a lot of times I'm noticing that I'm missing really important things that are happening around me. And I wanted to tell you what happened to me last week so that hopefully we can all learn from that and it doesn't happen this week. So last week at the beginning of March, I was on set for a television show, and I'm unfortunately not allowed to say who I was working with, but two really particular things happened in the same day that both relate to this quote. The first one happened is I was working with another makeup and hair person because it was a large cast, and this person was really interesting. I'd never met them before, but we got along really well. And I noticed that when we were at breakfast, we had a break. When we would have a lull in the conversation, we would jump on our phone, and then one of us would think of a question and start talking to each other again. And I found myself actually thinking to myself in the middle of doing this, what am I doing? If I didn't have a cell phone, would I be holding a conversation with this person? And they're really fascinating. I bet we have common friends or common clients, and I bet we would get along really well. And so I kind of forced myself to put down my cell phone at one moment, but she was on her cell phone, and I'm not gonna lie, it made me a little uncomfortable. Like, it was like, do I pick up my cell phone? I don't know. Should I pick it back up? But it's just habit. It wasn't her fault or anything like that. It was just habit. So throughout the day, we realized, okay, we're not allowed to take pictures of who we're with, but we can take pictures of each other and we can post them on social media. So we were having a good time in the trailer, and we did that. And when I went to go post it on Instagram, I realized, oh, this person has 100,000 followers on Instagram, and I have 3,000 followers on Instagram. And I started pulling through their photos, and I was like, my gosh, this person is insanely talented. And they also do hair, like they're a cosmetologist. And so we started chit-chatting, and she said, I'd really like to learn makeup better. I like what you do. And I said, oh, I'm happy to show you some things. I said, I really kind of want to learn the hair things that you have on your Instagram. It's really fascinating. And so we set up a time to get together next week, actually 2 weeks later, to kind of teach each other some tips and tricks. And I realized that had I been completely focused on my phone and ignored that person in front of me, I wouldn't have been given this amazing blessing. So that is the first story I wanted to tell you. The second story was actually on the exact same day. It's a large cast, and we were working on some A-list celebrities and some up-and-coming people. And the A-list people, you guys, they were the nicest people. They were so sweet. They came in, they gave us a hug, they shook our hand, they said thank you so much for being here. They were in from out of town. We were just a temporary crew, and they were just so gracious and so lovely. Had such a great time with them. And then there was this one in particular actress who was a very nice person. But when she came into the back room, this other makeup artist and I said hello to her because she was walking into the room that we were sitting in, waiting for her, and she completely ignored us, and didn't even look up, didn't acknowledge our presence. She wasn't even on her phone. She just completely ignored us and walked out of the room. And we were like, oh, okay, whatever, it's fine. Those are the moments you find out, like, you really are the crew. Like, some people just don't care, which is totally fine. And then she came back. We realized she had her own makeup and hair crew with her. I'm not really sure what she was doing in the back room. Maybe she thought that they were there already. But she was getting her makeup and hair done, and one of the lead cast members, who, let me just tell you, has been a celebrity for 30, yeah, at least 30 years, came in the back and greeted her and just kind of poked their head in and said, "Hi, how are you? Good morning, glad to have you here." This person didn't even look up from her phone, okay? She was on her phone, and this big celebrity looked at both myself and the other makeup artist and rolled her eyes and started walking out of the makeup and hair trailer. Well, this other up and coming celebrity looked up and said, "Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I was replying to an email and I got really wrapped up into it." She was on iTunes looking at music, and we know that because she was right before this other person had walked in. She said she was looking for a song, but the moment had passed, and this celebrity said, "Oh, okay, well, it's nice to meet you," and walked out of the trailer. Well, this actress, she completely missed her opportunity to possibly be blessed. I mean, she was already on the show. She was already blessed to have this job, but she completely missed her opportunity to connect with someone who had been in the shoes that she wants to be in for over 30 years. And it was really funny, and it taught me such a big lesson about, you guys, we need to put our phones down. No one is going to die if you don't answer an email within 5 minutes. Nobody is going to freak out on you if you don't respond to a text within 5 seconds of receiving a text. If you're on a job or you're working on something, stay present, stay in the moment. You know, if you own a business like myself, check your emails, check your texts maybe once an hour or something of that nature, so that you do, you know, people may really need to talk to you. But you may be missing out on some really important things that are happening right in front of you. And you don't want to have that, you being focused on what is happening on social media, to really pull you away from a blessing that has been placed right in front of you. So as it is Monday, again, my Monday motivation is stay present. Let's see how we do this week. At the end of the week or in the middle of the week, please inbox me. Let me know how this week went for you. I definitely know I'm taking notes for myself to make sure that I'm really staying present in this moment. And have a great week, and I will see you guys next Monday. If you want to, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and go through some of the videos that I have posted. We're doing some makeup trainings as well as Monday motivation, and I would love to hear some feedback on it. Have a great day, you guys, and a great week. Bye.